All right, with that said, let's begin. Some of you might be already molding liquid silicone rubber parts, and some of you might be, getting into it. But we'll have all the bases covered. We'll talk about, how you can, if you're getting into it, how you can utilize it to optimize your part design, tooling and processing. And for the folks who have been continuously, molding LSR and silicones. What we'll do is we'll talk more about how to analyze different problems and how you can evaluate and understand the root cause of it in order to solve those issues. So with that said, let's begin our journey. Our whole idea of this presentation is to build confidence in your molding operations, right? So that's what we want to do. Like, how can Moldex3D help you in building confidence in during prototyping phase or during tooling phase and processing phase? So that's what we are up to, right? When we talk about LSR molding, it's a very complicated process, right? It's not easy. Right? There is a lot that goes into the cavity, and there is a lot that's happening inside the mold, and everything is happening simultaneously, right? As you have this liquid silicone rubber fill inside the mold, the viscosity is so low that it will shoot, the material will shoot on the opposite side, and the filling is so imbalanced or unstable. And if you have a multi-cavity tool, you'll see imbalances. Also, the temperature of the mold is constantly changing, and how the material reacts to that temperature. It will start to cure. Certain areas will cure faster. Certain areas will cure slower. Depending on that, certain material will solidify faster. Certain material will move, and the viscosity will stay lower. So all those things is happening simultaneously. And so there is a lot that goes inside the mold during the LSR molding process, right? And when we talk about the issues that folks run into during the molding of LSR, is flashing, right? Flashing is one of them. Imbalances in the pressure might lead to some flashing issues. Air traps is one of them. And since it's so low viscosity, you might see a lot of bubbles forming, as you can see it on the picture on the top right corner. And then we have imbalances inside the cavity. Also, one important thing is gravitational influence, right? So gravity is always considered inside Moldex3D. So that is also one important aspect that we're going to cover. Short is another issue. Uneven curing, right? Certain areas curing faster, certain areas curing late, and that could be coming from the mold temperature and how the material is, the temperature is changing. But also, this could lead to some other issues like, hey, not all the parts are curing evenly, and we might run into process where we have to put these parts into post-mold, curing process, right? Voids, right? That could be another issue. So we're going to discuss all these issues and how to tackle them inside Moldex3D with the help of simulation. So how to build confidence, right, in your production and predicting the quality of the parts. So that's what we're going to talk about